Welcome to the Pagano Variety Show. I'm Toby Pagano, and let me just get a seat here. I don't always have a full 10-minute video in mind, but I'll tell you what I do have: 35-second bits every day, all the time. This is kind of just like a stream of consciousness, multiple ideas packed into one contained video. Use the timestamps, use the scroll bar, search around, just, see what sounds interesting. Filming this in my treehouse, which has not been maintained in about 6 years, so if I fall through and I'm out of frame, that's probably why. No worries. Make for a good clip. But let's get started. Today's shirt, Chatterton Band Tee. Something that's been on my mind lately. I'm not a drinker. Never gotten drunk. I think my total alcohol count is like 1.5 Modelo's. And I was trying to get drunk, and I told my friends, like, okay, how many more do I need to drink for this to happen? They're like, probably like 2 more. And I was like, I'm good. This is like a high risk, low gain. Studies show that when it comes to alcohol, Gen Z is one of the most sober generations. Alcohol usage rate falling dramatically. But I think that's a bit of a misleading statistic, I'd say about, 40% of the close people in my life that are my age are ripping blinkers by 10 a.m. on a Wednesday. And then driving cars. That's not great. When was September 3rd? 25 days ago. I'm not gonna indict myself here, I'm not gonna tell on myself, but let's just say I had similar sentiments. So we're smoking a lot of weed, and we're smoking a lot of artificial weed, which we don't know the side effects of that. Probably not great. Fuck it though. Getting blinkers are awesome. Hard to deny that. The way that drugs are interacting with like the internet and the cultural zeitgeist. One, I see a lot of weed content on my For You page and like on just my social media, which it's a little disconcerting to see like a TikTok streamer with 20 viewers every time he gets a rose, he has to take a blinker. A rose is 50 cents, man. Just be careful. You're not playing the game anymore. You're just like staring at the screen and watching a sunset come over your Minecraft world. Even worse than weed, which is generally, not that bad of a vice, is a much worse vice. Let's talk about Galaxy Gas, guys. Now, I'm recording this video in late September, which means that for about a week now, Galaxy Gas has been out of the cultural zeitgeist. Long gone, a week ago, are the days of my name Lil T, man, and girls with like super long acrylic nails filling up a balloon with cherry flavored Whippet. However, even though Galaxy Gas has left the cultural zeitgeist, its effects on people don't disappear when videos stop being made on it. Addiction doesn't just disappear when it stops becoming a meme. And it has me worried, man. I mean, you don't need me to tell you that nitrous oxide is abhorrent for your brain. It's literally like the high you get is your brain cells being deprived of oxygen. That's not good. I don't think you grow those back. I certainly don't. I've got a limited supply, man. I got to hoard that like a dragon with gold. Fucking nerd. But from my understanding, Whippets before were a white trash drug that either people who had given up on life were taking. And, okay. God, that sounded rude. Sorry. I acknowledge drug addiction. I don't want to talk down on people with drug addiction because who knows, man. I could be 2 steps away from that. But, people, its cheapness and accessibility and its destruction were associated pretty heavily with like people quite down on their dumps or people that were just so wild and party rambunctious. That doesn't matter. What matters now is that we've commodified nitrous oxide the same way that beautiful hummingbird. We've commodified nitrous oxide the same way that we commodified cigarettes and we made them flavorful. We went from American Spirit Black to cereal milk flume. Let me tell you one thing. Not a lot of natural flavors taste like cereal milk, so maybe something to be advised about. Now the Galaxy Gas is like flavorful and just has like a wider appeal and is extremely addictive. I don't know. Just got me thinking. Concerning. So, you know, when we talk about being like a sober generation, substituting one poison for another is not a net positive, in my opinion. Feels like a main struggle in my life right now as a 21-year-old man is sort of this battle between like self-maintenance, as I see it, and self-improvement. Focusing on the now and then focusing on the future. I don't feel like a very carefree person. I feel like I have a lot of worries. I acknowledge it's a stupid thing to say. Everyone has worries. Everyone's got problems and stuff, but like right now, like my day-to-day schedule is wake up, make some eggs so I can get to my 3,500 calorie limit. So I'm trying to bulk, trying to gain some weight. Side tangent, 3,500 calories a day. I'm 6'7", so that's what I need to eat to gain weight. That's crazy. Let's break down the freaking economics of that. 3,500 calories a day. Bring it to 100 calories per dollar. You know, there are examples. I can buy orange chicken from Trader Joe's, and that's almost 1,200 calories for $5. But you can't eat that all the time. You can't have that as your full meal because you're lacking nutrients. It's a lot of sodium, yada, yada, yada. So you have to diversify so you actually like become healthy instead of just putting on weight. So from my experience, from how I'm budgeting right now, it equals out to about 100 calories per dollar. That's $35 every single day. That's like over 2 hours of work. If we take a look at the numbers, that's like over 2 hours of work for food for one day. Just baloney. Just too damn high. So, you know, I eat and then I go to the gym to get buff because I want to, you know, become a mountain of a man. 22-inch biceps and shit. And then I work for 8 hours to live. And I don't know. Just doesn't feel like there's a lot of time in the day to focus on things that I really like, which is, you know, doing stuff like this. Making videos, being a creative person. I'm finding myself sort of like captured by like my old vices, playing video games, watching TV, smoking. Luckily, not in the past 3 weeks, you know, taking a break from that, which feels that time that is free, I'm spending doing things that just give me sort of like temporary dopamine that aren't really fulfilling me, but my neighbors can see me. I'm too embarrassed to be talking about stuff like this when my neighbors can hear me, so we're going to take a little break. So I feel like I'm spending a lot of my time just sort of maintaining a baseline or trying to slightly improve that baseline over time instead of, I don't know, spending hours making videos, editing. Even though it's what I like to do, it is hard. And my brain is choosing these easy forms of dopamine. And I don't know, sometimes it feels like I'm wasting my life or whatever. Like I'm giving up the entirety of my, like the best years of my life to Minecraft, whatever. Speaking of death, Transition King, I want to talk about the death of the internet.
Hold on. Oh, no. Wait. It is fake. This is a fake picture.
I don't know if you guys saw this video posted by a guy named Destiny. He's like a political streamer. I don't really watch political streamers. I think it's a little weird. But he just went down this like 3 a.m. rabbit hole looking into how sophisticated and how interconnected bots are on the internet. Bots make up like 50% of all internet activity. which is terrifying. You know, someone could be like flaming me for liking NETTSPEND as a 21-year-old man, and I go to argue with them because they, you know, insulted my honor, and it's a bot being ran out of like a Mississippi, just a fly, I'm a pussy, being ran out of like a Mississippi IP address, you know, not a real person just trying to stoke my anger. And like the sophistication, how these bots communicate to one another. It used to be you look at a bot and within 5 seconds you would know. But just like AI art, it's becoming increasingly more advanced to the point where you're relying on like zooming in on an image 3 times to make sure that like those are 6 fingers instead of 5. And now you're like analyzing trends and speaking and, you know, text posting to make sure that the person you're arguing with on Twitter is a real person. And it's just being used to like stoke so much anger that I just find the internet, something that I've grown up with, has taken a massive part of my life, formed me into the person I am, has now fundamentally changed, and now it's not about people anymore. I know it's been like that for a while, but it's just seeing how bad it's become is interesting. Interesting in the bad way, not good. And it's being used to like target real people like me. I've seen AI bots on TikTok that will put in like 3 seconds of a Subway Surfer ad or like a viral video and then cut to a Palestinian being all like, please donate now so I can have food and shelter during a genocide. And you're like, holy shit, I can do something. I have a five extra bucks to spare. And then you send your money to a phishing website because it's not a real person. And there's no moderation. So you have people taking advantage of a genocide and creating these videos leading you to a phishing website where people who don't know any better, and honestly people who do know better and are just being tricked by sophisticated technology. I don't like that. I hate that. Unfortunately, it's becoming easier to sort of like tacitly, absent-mindedly support stuff like this. Using AI filters. Whoa. You're telling me I could look like a Disney prince? Okay, please. Scan my entire body and tell me. That's supporting AI. Oh, you want to build some generational wealth for your family and kind of, you know, stop living paycheck to paycheck? You should invest in companies like NVIDIA, making graphics cards, furthering AI. Just, the more ways you can, I think just seeing it become more and more integrated makes everyone's hands, you know, bloody. It makes everyone a bit more complicit in it. Makes it harder to sort of like, I guess it's kind of like, that one meme where it's all like, society should be improved somewhat, yet you live and support in society. How curious. I'm very smart. It's like that, but, you know, I do have some more accountability. Do I want to be living paycheck to paycheck my entire life? No. Should I put $100 of my paycheck into NVIDIA every month, which will increase my wealth and, you know, build me, you know, that way I have like a retirement fund, which is financially a sound thing to do, but is kind of like morally wrong. Not kinda. I don't want to sound like I'm fencing the line. I feel like what I'm doing is wrong, despite having good intentions from it. You know, it's tough. Another thing I gotta work on. Another thing I gotta think about. Switching gears here a little bit. Let's talk about NETTSPEND. For those of you who don't know, NETTSPEND is a 17-year-old rapper from Richmond, Virginia, real name Gunnard Shepherdson, who's been blowing up in the underground rap scene as well as apps like Instagram and TikTok for his beautiful, beautiful beats and admittedly not great rapping. You'll go on a NETTSPEND video and it has 75,000 likes, and every single comment is a variation of the same. When the beat heavenly, but bro starts rapping. This shit buns. We made the wrong person famous, yada, 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 yada. Despite that, NETTSPEND has released 2 music videos, Nothing Like You and that one song, that are pretty phenomenal. I mean, with a low budget, this guy is able to work with very creative people like Nolan Riddle, who made the Nothing Like You music video, and just like the visuals are stunning. And when I say he, I mean, you know, the creative directors behind this, like Nolan Riddle. I could yap for hours. not hours, let's be realistic. I could yap for 15 minutes about the Nothing Like You music video. Just the lighting on the girl's face, the close-in shots, how like half of it feels like a futuristic car commercial, and the other half feels like one moment replayed and then stretched out and like extended into infinity. When it goes like, and then their hair goes, that's really cool. It's a really cool visual. If NETTSPEND is the future of music, then his videos, the videos that he's putting out under his name with these people are, in many ways, kind of like capturing this sort of ethereal feeling of like what music feels like to listen to. Feels like you're floating, feels like you're flying. So, the people that NETTSPEND is working with, despite the, varying quality of his music, he's working with some really creative people that I think that I really hope to see more of. What's also weird about NETTSPEND is going from underground to mainstream in many ways without a proper plan does signal like the fiery end of a career in which, you get caught up. It's like Galaxy Gas. You get caught up in the cultural zeitgeist. Everyone's talking about you for 2 to 3 weeks. And then, you move on to something new. Such is the way of the internet. Such is increasingly becoming the way of the internet. I remember when things would last for like 2 to 3 months. Remember planking? Planking was like a thing for a whole year. And now, if planking existed right now, no one would care because it involves you going outside. No thanks. And then also, like, even if it was popular, it would last for like 2-3 weeks. And then we move on to like blunking or plumishing. What's interesting is that like, NETTSPEND has been able to like stay relevant for I think a longer time than most because his music keeps getting taken down. You can't listen to Nothing Like You right now because it's not on Spotify. I think there's just like issues with him not clearing samples. Like for that one song, he used Deftones. He sampled Deftones, so that's still not up on Spotify. Has been up in months. Nothing Like You, his most popular song, just kind of goes in and out of like public consciousness, and in a weird way, it's kind of kept him alive. I'm a 21-year-old man. I have like a grocery budget and like health and car insurance and rent. And I'm talking about a 17-year-old rapper who talks about getting throwed in Nobu. It gets to a point you just gotta take accountability. You gotta grow up. I'm literally just a 21-year-old kid, man. COVID just... Ugh. Oh, crap. Why do all my bits end in misery, bro? I'm wasting storage space in my computer. Baka. Did it. Like, she just wanna get high, and I just wanna get high. I would go, ghost, if I felt like it was right. Wish we could fly. There we go. I forgot what I was talking about. It's stream of consciousness. Who cares? Move on. NETTSPEND. Cool. Hope it works out for him. Fuck Diddy. For real. 1,000 bottles. Really? And then his lawyer trying to be like, I don't know where you came up with that number. And he's like, yeah, like, I think the raid told us about 1,000 bottles, baby. I was like, I don't know. That's it. I think you're being emotional. Here's some pickup lines because I got like 100, maybe 200 comments asking me, Toby, how do you pick up women? So here's some lines I wrote out. And number 1. Yo, my friends dare me to do this, so I don't really give a fuck what you say, but how's it going? Yo, sorry to bother you, but I couldn't help but notice you look a lot like Glenn Powell. If you're at the gym. Excuse me. Yeah, headphones off, please. How many sets? You want to work in together? Yeah, 18-inch biceps. You need to have at least 18-inch biceps for that one to work. Please go on a date with me. Please go on a date with me. I don't know what I'm going to do if you say no. I'm scared.
Who is the man downstairs?
Why don't you ask your mommy?
I thought Longlegs was a good movie. I liked Longlegs. What's interesting about Longlegs is that it kind of suffered from its marketing in terms of like public acclaim. People were disappointed in it because it wasn't the scariest movie of their fucking lives, and they didn't lose 10 years of their life just watching it, which is what the really good, marketing and advertising would lead you to believe. All of the buzz that the marketing gave it is probably the reason that, it didn't lose money and that it was profitable. Not seeing Nicolas Cage through any of the marketing brought in appeal, brought in like attraction. So at that point, it didn't matter if you thought Nicolas Cage looked stupid and not scary. Hey, Minnie, trying to make a video here, baby, okay? Sorry, guys, she wants attention. I'll be right back. Shit. Guys, meet Minnie. She's a 9-year-old mini Australian Shepherd. She's very sweet. She's afraid of skateboards. From year 0 to 17, I had a dog in my life constantly. I would come home to a dog. And in these 4 years, I've been dogless. Unless I go over to my dad's. So in these 4 years, I've been dogless. And having Minnie has made me realize just how much I miss it. You want to fix your life, dude? You want to take some fucking responsibility for your life? Get a dog. They're awesome. It's like in between having a friend and a girlfriend, because with a friend, you can't share your deepest, darkest secrets without judgment and tell them you love them unconditionally and give them big hugs. But at the same time, I don't really want this dog's tongue all over my face. But if I had a girlfriend, I'm freaking, full send. It's just fantastic. Okay, I gotta put her down because I don't want her to jump out of the treehouse. Don't jump out of the treehouse, Minnie. I'm a good owner, and you're not gonna embarrass me like that, right? No. Let Alpha do it. Alpha's got you. Alpha's got you, baby. I think it also forces a level of physical activity and responsibility to take care of a dog. It's hard to bed rot for 10 hours a day when you need to feed and walk your dog, because then you are abusing an animal, and nobody wants to abuse an animal. So get a dog. You'll have to, go out and walk it. Kind of also, the fellas, don't tell me when I told you this. Kind of a fucking chick magnet, literally. I asked for a girl's number at a camera store, and I brought Minnie on our walk. Don't think I would have gotten it if I didn't have a cute dog. So get a dog for women. So I thought Longlegs was great. I thought it was a great movie. Here's an edit I made of it.
A letter was left with the bodies, written in a coded alphabet and not in the hand of anyone in any way connected to the families. We have 10 letters like it, made by the same hand, 10 houses, 10 families, over the past 30 years. And all in the sign of one word: Longlegs.
Is it scary being a lady FBI agent? Yeah. Yeah, it is.
Did you guys like it? Did you guys think the music was tasteful and fitting? If you guys liked the edit, please let me know down in the comment section below. If you didn't like it, that's okay. It was stupid. It was fucking stupid. XXXTentacion song in 2024. I'm an evil person. I know what he did. I don't... Something I would do, pretty much every time I'd smoke, is I'd have, a stoner revelation. I'd be all like, wait, this one sentence idea is going to change the way I move within my life and lead me to success. And then I would forget it. I couldn't tell you a single one. except like be open-minded, you know? Boom, real shocker. But I think one thing I noticed is that I'm sort of having a bit of a difficulty. Like, I'm attempting to open my mind to so many different ideas that I'm beginning to like lose sight of what I like truly instinctually believe. Because I don't know, maybe this might be a bad thing that I'm doing. I know that being an open-minded person is a good thing, but I think maybe to the extent I'm taking it, where I'm really not trying to villainize or take away from anyone's point of view, I'm starting to like lose confidence in myself, in like what I believe, which is making me more susceptible to like believing what other people think about me. Like, for example, I'm defending NETTSPEND in a comment section. People are saying you're a 21-year-old man, you shouldn't be listening to him. I'm starting to think they're right. I'm starting to think, who cares? I'm just a 21-year-old kid who got his freaking life stolen by freaking COVID-19. I gotta grow up. I gotta listen to mature rappers. But that's not true. That's not true. I can listen to whoever I want. Last thing I want to share with you guys today, my manifestation mantra. For whatever dumb reason, I decided to apply for the spring term of college, which I shouldn't have done in hindsight. I was thinking like 4 or 5 months ago, like, dude, I'm going to be traveling. I'm going to be like finding myself this fall. Like, I'm going to be in freaking Europe and Amsterdam and stuff, or I'm going to be in Tijuana, like learning. And now I'm still working. My schedule's booked with 40-hour work weeks and building a monorail system in Minecraft. So, I don't know. You know, one of the reasons I'm even applying to university is to kind of have that college experience and that sense of community. Because now I have my associates at a community college where there was zero community. And now I'm going to pay money for that. But I'll be dropped in halfway through a school year. All the lunch tables are already going to be assigned. No, there's going to be nowhere for me to sit. I'm going to freaking eat in the bathroom, and then I might get swirly, literally. Just pretty stressed out about it. To alleviate my stress and to give myself confidence in my future, I have a mantra. I have a manifestation I say every day. So I'm going to lay it out for you right now. I'm going to get into every single school that I applied for. I'm going to have my pick of the litter of colleges. I'm going to find a kick-ass apartment with roommates that are my friends. I'm going to go to school and I'm going to find a community that accepts me for who I am, wants me around, enjoys me, values my ideas. At college, I'm going to get passionate about my career. And I'm going to have actionable steps outside of college that will lead me to a promising and fulfilling career. I will use the college gym and the college meal plan to get bulky and get big and become a Greek god statue of marble who's not evil. A lot of buff guys are evil, apparently. Not me, though. And I'm going to find love. Real love, that real shit. So that's my mantra, guys. Do me a favor. Every day, if you guys just take like 35 seconds, say that for me. Because the more people say it, the more likely it is of coming true. Put your mantras down in the comments. You know, I'll say them too. We can kind of make a feedback loop of mantra, positivity, yogi stuff. And it won't be corny. Because if enough people do something, it's not corny. That's all I got for you guys today. I hope you enjoyed. If you have any thoughts or ideas on anything I've talked about in this video, let me know in the comments down below. I want to hear about it. If you guys like this style of video and, you know, want to see more stuff from me, maybe drop a follow, drop a subscribe. Not too much to ask, but I've been Toby Pagano. This has been the Pagano Variety Show. Thank you very much. Oh, shit.